clerk please call the roll?
Calling the roll for the Monday, August 26, 2024 Border Control meeting. It is 11 a.m. We have Levine Ross serving as an alternate for Meredith Turner.
Present.
Councilmember Dale Miller.
Present.
Nicole English Joseph Nani serving as an alternate for Purnell Jones Jr.
Here.
Nicole English serving as an alternate for Mike Dever.
Here.
Catherine Gallagher serving as an alternate for Chris Renee, County Executive.
Here.
Michael Chambers, Fiscal Officer, serving as Chairman.
Here.
Paul Porter.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda is the review and the approval of the minutes from August 19th. I will make the motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Miller. All in favor to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The minutes are approved. Any public
No
comment?
public comment.
Let's go to our first item.
First item, BC 2024-611, Department of Public Works submitting an RFP exemption which will result in an award recommendation to APG Office Furnishings in the amount not to exceed $54,651.83 for a joint cooperative purchase and installation of various furniture and fixtures for the construction of 3 workstations for the inspectors at the Harvard Avenue Maintenance Facility and submitting a purchase order with said RFP exemption.
Good morning, everyone. Tom Pavich, Public Works. This is a purchase order with APG. This is for miscellaneous furniture types for our Road and Bridge and Sanitary Division, our Harvard facility for the inspectors out there. The platform is I believe it's a joint cooperative with Omnia Partners, which is approved by the county.
Okay, before we start, let the record show Councilwoman Turner is here in attendance. Thank you, Tom. Are there questions from the board on this particular item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Miller. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2024-612, Department of Public Works recommending a payment and submitting a purchase order to Northeast Ohio Area-Wide Coordinating Agency in the amount of $153,835 for annual membership dues for the period July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025.
Nicole English with Public Works. This is our annual membership due to NOACA. It's been the same for the last 3 years, and it is divided among the counties and the city of Cleveland based on population.
Thank you, Nicole. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Paul Porter. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Next item.
Next item, BC 2024-613, Department of Development recommending an economic development loan to Murray Shield Limited DBA Jets FBO Network or designee in the amount not to exceed $500,000 for real estate acquisition and development of a hangar, a sprung building for cargo, an office building, professional soft costs, and purchase of various machinery, furniture, fixtures, and equipment to be located on 2.57 acres of land in the South Campus area of Cleveland Hopkins Airport, known as Postal Road, Cleveland.
Good morning, Board and members. Anthony Stella, Department of Development. I have Michael Hillman and Douglas McConnell, who are also here from the company. The company, Miracles Limited, doing business as Jets Field Base Operation Network. They have operations at a couple airports, but mainly we're looking at the Cleveland Hopkins Airport project here. They will be expanding their footprint, building a new cargo service building, as was mentioned, and a new building for additional field service operations. They've entered into a ground lease agreement for 25 years with the city of Cleveland on the 2.57 acres of land. They'll construct a 29,000 square foot hangar and then a 4,500 square foot sprung building. And the sprung building is basically a tension fabric building that lasts 20 to 30 years, which coincides with the ground lease timeline. Department of Development's proposing a loan for $500,000, which will have a term of 1 year interest only with 15 years fully amortizing. We are doing the deal to help retain 15 jobs and create 6 new jobs with combined payroll of just about $1.3 million. It's an important asset to the Aerozone. They are a member of the Aerozone Alliance, and it'll help grow important business at Hopkins Airport.
Okay, thank you, Anthony. Are there questions from the board?
Just a comment that, that we're not taking full advantage of the opportunities for a cargo business in Greater Cleveland. And so this is certainly a step in the right direction. So I support the item. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any additional questions? Seeing no further questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second? Seconded by Councilwoman Turner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2024-614, Fiscal Office submitting an RFP exemption which will result in award recommendation to First Suburbs Consortium in the amount not to exceed $251,750 for the purchase of 5 CitizenServe online permitting and regionalized code enforcement software licenses for the addition of 5 new municipalities, maintenance services, and 15 CitizenServe read-only accounts for Cuyahoga County employees effective upon contract signatures of all parties for a period of 1 year and submitting a contract with said RFP exemption.
Good morning, Dominique Tatum, Fiscal Department. This is a contract with First Suburbs Consortium to add additional licenses for CitizenServe.
Thank you, Dominique. Are there questions from the board on this item? Please.
I was just curious, who are these licenses exactly for?
Right now, it hasn't been determined which cities, but we did receive interest from Fairview Park, Garfield, Maple Heights, Richmond Heights, Lyndhurst, Brattonall, and Rocky River.
Okay, thank you.
Councilwoman? That was your question? Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Seeing no further questions, I will make a motion to approve the item. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman Turner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved.
Thank you.
Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2024-615, Court of Common Pleas Corrections Planning Board submitting an amendment to a contract with Microgenics Corporation, a Fisher Scientific Company LLC for on-site drug detection services for the period July 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2024, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $267,840.
Good morning, Linda Lagoonzad with the Corrections Planning Board. The Cuyahoga County Adult Probation Department uses on-site drug testing through its drug testing lab to monitor drug-abusing offenders in the community and has an alternative to incarceration under pretrial and post-sentence probation supervision. On-site drug testing allows the Common Pleas Court's probation officers to monitor drug abuse, make appropriate treatment referrals, and effectively link legal sanctions of the court with drug treatment within the community. The Common Pleas Court is presenting for approval a second contract amendment to extend its drug services contract by 2 years. Under this amendment, Microgenics will continue to provide to the drug court testing lab equipment, materials, and chemical reagents to ensure the efficient operation of its drug testing program. The court will release a new RFP for new drug testing equipment in 2025 in anticipation of the expiration of this second amended contract. And also there was a comment or question by someone regarding Microgenics, which is a subsidiary of Thermo Fisher Scientific. Thermo Fisher is a parent company, meaning Microgenics is a separate legal entity from Thermo Fisher. It's independent in terms of taxation, governance, and liabilities.
Thank you, Linda. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second? Seconded by Ms. Nicole English. All in favor to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Next
Thank you.
item?
Next item, BC 2024-616, Court of Common Pleas Juvenile Court Division submitting an amendment to a contract with Sports and Spine Physical Therapy Incorporated for educational and vocational support services for court-referred youths ages 15 to 17 with high risk for recidivism for the period July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, to replace the insurance requirements effective July 1st, 2024, and for additional funds in an amount not to exceed $115,153.92.
Good morning, Sharon Allen, Juvenile Court. This is a contract amendment to provide educational vocational services for the court-referred youth identified or at risk of recidivism, job readiness skills, and provide financial literacy.
Thank you, Sharon. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Turner. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item.
Next item, BC 2024-617, Court of Common Pleas Juvenile Court Division submitting an amendment to a contract with Friendly and Settlement Incorporated for court-referred youths ages 16 to 18 with high risk for recidivism for the period July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, to replace the insurance requirements effective July 1st, 2024, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $265,003.80.
Sharon Allen, Juvenile Court. This is a contract amendment to provide youth development services to youth in Cleveland Central neighborhood and surrounding areas. The service provided will consist of vocational training, tutoring, and social emotional learning.
Thank you again. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Joe Nani. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? The item is approved. Next item.
Next item, BC 2024-618, Court of Common Pleas Juvenile Court Division submitting an amendment to a contract with Nerve DJ Institute Corporation for educational and vocational services for court-referred youths ages 16 to 20 with high risk for recidivism for the period July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, to replace the insurance requirements effective July 1st, 2024, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $130,000.
Sharon Allen, Juvenile Court. The vendor is to provide hands-on DJ techniques, sound engineering, and music technology. This is a mentorship model used to assist youth in obtaining a job placement, networking opportunities, and community enrichment experiences.
Okay, thank you again. Are there questions from the board on this item? Please.
I can get that information for you and email it to you. Okay. Cheryl, email it.
Are there any additional questions? Seeing no further questions, I will make a motion to approve the item. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman Turner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Next item, please.
Next item, BC 2024-619, Court of Common Pleas Juvenile Court Division submitting an amendment to a contract with Serenity Health and Wellness Corporation for positive youth development services for court-referred youth ages 15 to 20 with high risk for recidivism for the period July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, to replace the insurance requirements effective July 1st, 2024, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $160,000.
Sharon Allen, Juvenile Court. Now, this vendor shall engage youth in pro-social activities and provide mentorship through art therapy and violence prevention services.
Thank you again. Are there questions from the board on this item? Seeing no further questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman Turner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Next item.
Next item, BC 2024-620, Court of Common Pleas Juvenile Court Division submitting an amendment to a contract with Love Train Ministries for structured pro-social leadership programs and mentoring services for court-referred males ages 11 to 18 with high risk for recidivism for the period July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2024, to extend the time period to June 30th, 2026, to replace the insurance requirements effective July 1st, 2024, and for additional funds in the amount not to exceed $28,499.90.
Sharon Allen, Juvenile Court. The vendor is to provide one-on-one mentoring, meetings through structured activities, community service opportunities, and provide monthly support meetings.
Okay, Sharon, thank you again. Questions from the board on this item? Seeing no questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Miller. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved. Next
Thank
item.
you.
Thank you.
Next item, BC 2024-621, Department of Health and Human Services, Community Initiatives Division, Office of Homeless Services, submitting an RFP exemption which will result in an award recommendation to Westside Catholic Center in the amount not to exceed $160,584 for shelter and rapid rehousing services to families experiencing homelessness throughout Cuyahoga County in connection with the FY 2023 Continuum of Care Homeless Assistance Grant Program for the period June 1st, 2024 through May 31st, 2025, and submitting a contract with said RFP exemption.
Good morning, Erin Reardon, Office of Homeless Services. This is a contract with Westside Catholic Center. They provide both shelter and rapid rehousing services to families throughout Cuyahoga County that are facing homelessness. This is an award through, as Sharon had mentioned, through our HUD grant that we apply for annually.
Thank you, Aaron. Are there questions from the board on this item?
I have a quick clarification,
Sure.
Mike. We've got the 62% HHS levy funding listed, but it doesn't look like we have the follow-along percentage for the HUD funding. Is it 38% then?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We should just amend that to add the 38%.
Thank you, Paul.
Correcting the funding source.
Yes. I will make a motion to approve the item with the corrected funding source at 38%, and then 62% Health and Human Services. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman Turner. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? The item is approved
Thank
as
you.
amended. Next item.
First item, exemptions, BC 2024-622, Department of Public Works, Division of Public Utilities, recommending an alternative procurement process which will result in the release of a formal request for qualification to select firms with expertise in engineering, procurement, and/or construction and/or experience in rooftop solar and battery services, including ground-mounted and rooftop-mounted solar systems and installation on behalf of Compass Energy Platform for various projects for further processing per the terms and conditions of the contract between Compass Energy Platform and Cuyahoga County.
Good morning, excuse me. Good morning, Matt Ruby, Department of Public Works. So this is actually the second round of this RFQ that that Cuyahoga Green Energy would like to do. The intent is for us to collect and pre-qualify a set of vendors that will then be approved by this board and provided to Compass Energy Platform for their use in building out project teams related to microgrid projects and other solar and energy-related projects that are under the purview of the utility. One of the questions that came my way for this item was what makes this an alternative procurement? So just to clarify that, we are intending to follow the formal RFQ process like we did the first time, working with the Department of Purchasing, DEI, et cetera, et cetera. The alternative piece comes in that we will not be awarding any contracts ourselves. So that's why this is a $0 item. Like I said, that list will be provided to Compass for their use. Mike Foley and Valerie Katz will engage at that time with Compass as part of the team to work through all of that. If this sounds familiar, it's because this board approved about, I want to say 2 months ago, or no, it was at the end of May, right before Memorial Day, a set of 27 vendors that were the output from the first round of this. Whatever vendors we bring in that are pre-qualified will be added to that list for 3 years instead of starting a separate, they will be co-termed. So this list of vendors will be available for Compass to use through, I believe it's May 28th of 2027.
Okay, Matt, thank you. Are there questions from the board on this item?
Yes.
Councilman, please.
The new list of vendors that this generates, does this supplement the original list of 27, or is it vendors for a different set of services than the first group?
That's an excellent question. It will supplement the list of 27. They will be looked at for the different engineering services. What has changed, not changed, what has sort of grown with round 2 is the projects that have been identified to draw from this list. So there are the microgrid projects that you're already aware of that are in various states of development. This board also approved a separate alternative procurement a few months ago, a few weeks ago, whenever it was, for an RFP for basically bulk purchasing of solar services. That will involve some of our facilities, that will involve local nonprofits, some of our cities are all going to buy into this for the bulk discounted rate in being able to purchase. All of these are projects that Compass will manage on the utility's behalf. along with Mike Foley and the staff here, that will pull from this list to provide that expertise to build out the procurement items, to build out the technical aspects behind it, so on and so forth.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any additional questions? Seeing no further questions, I will make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Miller. All in favor to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The item is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to
Moving on to consent agenda items BC 2024-623 through BC 2024-627.
Okay, board members, we just have a couple items here. If there's any questions. Seeing no questions, then I will make a motion to approve today's consent agenda items as listed. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Miller. All in favor to approve, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The consent agenda is approved. Any other business?
No other business?
Any public comment?
No public comment?
I will make a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Turner. All in favor to adjourn, say aye.
Aye.